While Evanescence quickly became one of the most iconic rock bands of the 2000s, the life of lead singer Amy Lee has been marred by tragedy and loss. From contentious battles with her own label, the tragic death of not one but two siblings, and even horrifying allegations from the hacktivist collective Anonymous, here are some of the heartbreaking details behind Amy Lee. Amy Lee's little sister tragically passed away at the age of 3 from an unidentified illness. Amy refuses to reveal her sister's name in interviews, as she does not want crazed fans trying to find her grave and turn it into a tourist attraction. In a 2004 interview with Blender, Amy reflected on her sister's passing and how it inspired her to become an artist. "When that happened, my whole perception of life changed," said Amy. "It sounds stupid, but that was when I became an artist. The music is my attempt to heal myself." And indeed, Amy would find therapy through her songs, with tracks Hello from 2003's Fallen and Like You from 2006's The Open Door being written as a tribute to her beloved sister. Evanescence was founded in 1994 by lead singer Amy Lee and lead guitarist Ben Moody. Following nearly a decade of hard work together, the band would finally release their debut album, Fallen, in 2003. The album was a smashing success, and the creative duo of Lee and Moody was a force to be reckoned with. Moody and Lee would even state on the album liner notes that they were best friends. That's what made it all the more tragic when, in the middle of the band's European tour, Ben would abruptly quit Evanescence due to creative tensions between himself and Amy. Moody would stay silent for 7 years, until in an interview with Spin magazine, he revealed that he resented Amy to such a degree where he even tried pushing Amy out of the band. "Sometimes you grow together and sometimes you grow apart," said Moody. "We both contributed to the resentment of the deterioration of our friendship that quickly turned into a downward spiral of animosity, conflicting opinions, and a very volatile environment. By the time we went on tour to support Fallen, it was sadly over." In 2009, Moody would join forces with other former members of Evanescence to form rival band We Are the Fallen, a name that alludes to the debut Evanescence album that Moody played such a pivotal role in creating. In the early years of the band, Evanescence and their label Wind Up Records had a very tumultuous relationship that almost led to the band's demise before they even had a chance to get off the ground. Executives at the label believed that a song with exclusively female vocals would not be well received by rock audiences, so they insisted that the band hold auditions to find a full-time male vocalist to add to their lineup. When the band refused, the label responded harshly and revoked the band's funding, bringing an end to Evanescence. "I moved back in with my parents," recalls Amy. "It was hard after all that buildup. We got signed, I quit school, moved to LA, and it's like, no, actually, we're all coming home." Thankfully for the band, label execs would later reach out with a compromise, offering to once again fund the band if they agreed to feature a male singer on their lead single, Bring Me to Life. Although Amy was very much against having any male vocals in their music, the band ultimately agreed, and Evanescence was thrust into the spotlight with their incredibly successful single. In 2003, Amy Lee began dating Seether lead vocalist Sean Morgan. The pair would suffer a bitter breakup in 2005, with Lee citing Morgan's drinking as a primary cause for their split. When Evanescence released their second album, The Open Door, in 2006, Lee would reveal that the lead single Call Me When You're Sober was written about her failed romance with Morgan. The day the single was released, Morgan abruptly canceled his band's tour and checked himself into rehab. While the single went on to be a commercial success for Evanescence, Morgan has been quoted as saying that the song haunted him and badly hurt his reputation. "People would say to me, 'Yeah man, I know what you're going through.' And I was like, 'No, I don't think you do,'" Morgan explained. "Your ex-girlfriend didn't write a song about you that millions of people have heard, saying you're a bad guy." The release of Call Me When You're Sober would also see Amy Lee once again at odds with her label Wind Up Records, who did not want the song serving as the album's lead single. In 2012, Amy Lee would face shocking allegations from hacktivist collective Anonymous. In an operation fighting crimes against children, the group would place Lee and her label Wind Up Records in their crosshairs over allegations that her lawyers were preventing a witness from reporting CP and other online offenses. Anonymous alleged that Lee's lawyers had forced Sam Smith, a user on the band's message boards EV threads, to sign a contract that prevented him from reporting a number of offenses on the site. The group would then encourage their members to attack numerous Evanescence-related websites, as well as march against the band at their 2012 fall tour. In a hostile press release, the group would say, "We shall expel from the internet and systematically destroy Amy Lee and Andrew Lurie unless they agree to cease and desist their selfish and corrupt actions." Amy's brother Robbie died in 2018 at just 24 years old. Robbie battled severe epilepsy since he was 7, and we always knew our time together was precious, recalled Amy Lee in a Facebook post. I love him more than I could ever say in words, and I will miss him every day for the rest of my life. Amy would pay tribute to her brother on Evanescence's 2018 Synthesis tour, playing a cover of Across the Universe by Robbie's favorite band, the Beatles. His passing would later become Amy's greatest source of creative inspiration on the band's 2021 album, The Bitter Truth, with Amy sharing that her brother's presence is all over the album. The track Far From Heaven was inspired by the loss of Robbie. And that's our list. Did we miss anything? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Heavy for daily videos about your favorite rock and metal bands. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching Heavy, and we'll see you soon.